What's up, guys? Pokeepisode here, and I got a nice little video about a card set that you probably don't realize that you should have in your collection. Um, I've talked about this one a few times on some videos, and this was actually one I talked about a year ago that people were missing out on, and I tried to explain to you, you need to have this set. So, what set is that? Well, let's check that out. Remember, Pokeepisode, like and subscribe. Let us know what we can do to help you in your Pokemon journey. Thanks again for watching, and let's get to it. Now, that set that you're not going to think that you needed was the TCG trading card game, the Pokemon Classic Collection. Now, when we look at this, just as the sealed product wise, let's get the cards out of there. You have this nice little Pokemon trading card classic game, the CLC, Classic Trading Card Game, whatever the heck they call it. All right, so these are selling for roughly, there's a ton of empty ones on there, but then you're getting around the $400 mark for unopened. I would not pay $400 for this. Okay, you can buy these on eBay for around the 300 to 320 mark. I would definitely go to eBay. Now, what does this set entail? Well, it entails some of the best cards that you're going to be able to get, and they're going to have this nice shiny foil to them almost. They're unbelievable looking. Okay, now you look at this, you have the big three, of course. You have the Charizard, Blastoise, Venusaur, Pikachu. Then you got all the different stages of the evolutions of them, whether it be the Bulbasaur, Ivysaur, Charmander, Squirtle, tons of stuff. I mean, the collection's amazing. So you'll see the value of these cards. I mean, their values are good. The Charizard's $124, Blastoise at $32, Venusaur $28. You're guaranteed to get these cards in every one of these you buy. Okay, these things were heavily printed. When they came out of the gate, they were $399.99. They were a $400 product. Most people did not buy them because they cost that much. Okay, now these things slowly hit the stores. These were on the shelves at Walmart, guys. You could buy these at the shelf of Walmart. They didn't sell. They sat there. Okay. Sam's Club. This is where you should have bought them. They had them for $199.97 a year ago. This time, forever, they had them up there. Okay. Now, why do I think this is a good deal and this is a good play? It's because you're not pack chasing. You're not card chasing. You know what cards are in here. You know what the outcome is of this. And I think there's a huge grading play to make on these cards. I have 5 of these that are sealed. I opened about 3 or 4 of them up. And when they were $199 at Sam's Club, I was stupid. I should have bought some. I didn't because I had 5 sealed. I should have bought probably 5 or 6 more because now I want to buy more because I can see this different play they're going to have on the grading potential of this. Even if you were to just take this thing at $300 and you were to strip it down card by card, list them on TCG Player, you'll still come out further ahead than you were at the price you paid for it. And that's guaranteed. There's tons of stats on this. Okay. So this thing is awesome. The one thing I can tell you is it's a huge box though. I mean, we're talking it's probably 18 inches by 3 foot long. It's ginormous. Okay. There's a lot of stuff in there, just the card packs itself, but there's 3 leather deck boxes. There's the dice, damage counters, things like that. And there's a big board to play on, so it has a ton of potential. I still have the 3 that I opened the boards because actually my wife she does Legos on one of them because it's a nice felt top and it's a good place to do Legos. But let me go through some of the stuff on this. Okay, now we go over here to Pokedata. Okay, Pokedata.io. It's an amazing place. Hopefully you've checked this site out a few times just to see what's going on. Now, right here, we're going to get this back to raw price. Okay, so when we go to raw price, we're seeing the Charizard's 123, Blastoise at 32, Venusaur 28, typical of TCG price. But let's go to the PSA 10 value on these. Okay, now there's some of these we're not going to really talk about, and unfortunately, my big face over here is blocking out the Blastoise. We'll click on it. Charizard PSA 10. Let's just click on that and check it out. This is why these are such a good deal, and I'm telling you, like you're not just pissing in the wind. These things are guaranteed to do well for you. Okay? Not every time you're going to just maximize profit, but you would do very well on it. And I am seriously, of the 5 I have sealed, I'm going to open up 2 or 3 of them and do a grading card play as soon as PSA goes down on this. Because look at it, guys. Right here, you have a PSA 10 of this one. This is a $123 card. A PSA 10 is $530. Selling on the regular. Okay, now when we look through these nice price points and data, let's go back to a year. Oh, I can't do it because you got to be a premium member probably, but we'll go back to whatever it is, the 6 months, September. Okay, this was a $323 card. This thing is almost went up over 50%. Okay. Now, you're probably thinking to yourself, well, there's still the risk of, grading. And there's not that big of a risk on this one. 31.23, that's in a 9. And 23.75, that's in a 10. That is right around a 40%, maybe closer to 43% gem rate. Okay. Now, that's pretty good. And is the Charizard some sort of outlier on this? Well, let's take a look. Here's the Blastoise. PSA 10 value of this one, okay, $175. 2000 to 1585. That's getting pretty good up there, guys. That's about that 45% gem rate. Actually, you know what? Let's just calculate that out. Let's see what we got. We got 1585, 2022. Yep, 44% gem rate on that. That's astounding. Okay. And they're selling, guys. They're selling. They had a lull where they went down to $85, then they went back up. So maybe it's another anomaly. Maybe I'm crazy. Let's check out another one. Let's go to Pikachu. Pikachu's a $100 card. This thing's about 18 bucks raw. 708 right there. 1540 in a 10. All right. This is the one we like. This is 66%. Let's keep going. Venusaur. Okay. Venusaur, 1705 in a 9, 2100 in a 10. Okay. Now you're probably thinking, well, why would I grade a Venusaur? Why would I pay 28 bucks plus 25 grading fee, shipping, fees from selling it? I'm going to be at, broke even if not lose money. Because if you have the big three, you got the Charizard, Blastoise, and Venusaur, and you grade those all in a 10, sequential doesn't matter. But grade them all in a 10. You're going to make some good profits there. Okay. You're going to be looking at probably close to, I would say, between and $750 and $850 payday on that for the set of three. Okay. People will pay a premium because they can get all three at once. So on that box that you opened, you get it for $300, $320. All right. You get all these cards in there. You only get one Charizard, one Blastoise, one Venusaur, but you get multiple Pikachu. You get multiple of every card. Okay, so I'm telling you, I think this is the play to make. And this set, the total value of this set, if you sell it on TCG Player, is $402.08. You could honestly make money if you pieced it all apart and sold on TCG Player. Because people are going to pay individual shipping prices. If you have all these listed too and someone wants to buy all of them from you, they might pay a hefty price just to get the ones they need. Okay, so something to think about, guys. We're going to go through a few more slides on this. Now, we got Arizona TCG. It did not have all these cards up there. There's something with typing in the TCG Classic train card game or something. But here's the Blastoise again. We'll look at the Blastoise. PSA 10 price. A high price of $175. Average is about $116, $117. Okay? These things are pretty astounding. Then the cards, they pop. They're awesome. All right, let's go through a few more of these. Oh, we have the Charizard up here. Charizard, a high of 477, low is 337. We'll look though on eBay and see some confirmed prices. I'm telling you guys, these things are awesome. They're a good thing to add to your collection. They have the nostalgia of the base set they bring back. They're awesome. Okay. Now if we go through, we got the Charizard right here. This is $477. Then we got the Blastoise at $175. Again, then we got another one, Charmander, $76. $76 for a high, $46, $47 for the average. I mean, there's a play to be made there, but there's just not a huge wiggle room there. Okay, we go with the Pikachu. The Pikachu, there's two of these, I believe, in every classic collection you buy. That's a $90. Okay, raw price is almost 20 bucks on this thing. It is so crazy. Okay, then there's the Venusaur. $81 and a 10, $70 is about the average price. Now, when we start looking through sell-through stuff on eBay here, okay, $68 for this one. This is a Japanese one, 410. We're going to come back to that one because the Japanese ones are amazing looking. All right, so let's just keep going through some of these. That's a Celebrations one. Right here, we have the Squirtle, $66. These ones you kind of have to go through. Right here's a Pikachu for $80. Right here, you have the Bulbasaur for $80. Venusaur for $100. Mewtwo, $150. And you get these. Every damn box has these. You know what you're getting. Okay? Right here, you have a Blastoise. This is from the Classic and a 10, $250. That's pretty high. I don't know, but that's awesome. Mewtwo there for 150. These are crazy prices, guys. These are so crazy. All right. And they gem 10 very well. I didn't even look at the Mewtwo one. Let's go see if we can find that one. All right, guys, I found it. Here's the Mewtwo card. This is from the Classic Collection. 816 and 9, 782 and a 10. That's a 50% gem rate about. 150 bucks. Like, I'm telling you guys, these are wild, wild. We start going through $80 there. Then we got, not seeing a lot of Charizards. 76, $80 for the Articuno. Right here, Classic Collection, $600. It's so wild. 590. You guys, these cards are gorgeous. When these came out, I did a huge grade playing on them is when I did it. I probably graded 3 sets of them. I graded all 3 sets of cards. I graded a lot of the smaller ones too. I graded like the Squirtles, the Wardles, Ivysaur, Venusaur, not Venusaur, but Bulbasaur. I graded a lot of those. The Pikachu, the Mr. Mime, uh, Articuno. I graded a lot of them. Okay. They have a Snorlax in there too. I didn't even look at the Snorlax one. Let's find that one. Like right here, here's a Snorlax. It's a gorgeous card. 235 and a 9, 461 and a 10. That's a 66% gem rate. Okay. So if grading for PSA was $20 a card, I could do some of these. 25 is getting out of that price range for a lot of these $70 cards. But I'm telling you guys, there's a huge grading play here. It's so crazy. This Charizard, the CLC number 003, PSA 10 value informer is just going nuts. Let's go see some of the last sold on this. All right, here we go. February 13th, 560 bucks. February 9th, $610. February 7th, $600. 590 right here on the 6th. January 455, 450. So it has went up in price, guys. It definitely has. The prices has started selling this. Is that because there's not as many of these out there or not? That I don't know, but I'm telling you, you could see the gem rate on a lot of these. There's not that many that were actually graded. So I think these are a great play to make, guys. And it's just like when you buy a box that has promos and stuff in it, I think it's a great thing to do. The reason I do is because you're guaranteed that card. This is a set you can buy. You're guaranteed the whole set already. Okay. Now, right here, the Japanese one, $410 with 7 bids. If you've ever graded Japanese products or Chinese products, the quality control it's chef's kiss. It's so nice. The odds of getting a Japanese card in a 9 is much smaller than a 10. It's crazy how good the quality control is. So let's look at that card, for instance. It's selling for $410, and it is a gorgeous looking card. You know what? Let's click on it. We got to get a closer look on this bad boy. Now, when you start looking at this card, like it is so crazy. It just pops. Okay. Now, if you're thinking, well, is there a play to make on that card? Yeah. Okay. That card is for sale in a lot of places. $185, $225. Okay. That's the regular one for 150. That's for English. But those cards are up there in the Japanese one, guys. Here's the Japanese big three. And you get these. You could buy the same trading card game, classic edition, over in Japan. The same box and everything is what it comes in. And you get all three of those in there. So I don't know, guys. I think it's a good play to be made. I really, really, really think I'm going to probably crack open a couple of the classic collection I have available. But you guys, that's my short little video right there. Here's the cliff notes of it. I think the Pokemon Trader Card Classic game, whatever it's called, I think it's a good buy at $300 to $320, $350 max. Okay, if you were to grade 10 of the cards out there, okay, and we just looked at a bunch of cards there that are over $100. If you're to grade 10 of them and you hit 8s on half of them, you're going to easily pay for your grading plus your products. And then the cards in a 9, they sell for better than the actual raw value. So I think it's a good buy. I don't think those are going to come around ever again, to be honest. I think it was a one-time deal. I think Pokemon nailed it when they did it. People got sick of it. And the reason people didn't like it as much is because you knew what you were getting. I like that. I'm like, I can be pretty conservative when it comes to some of these packs when I buy things because I know my odds of not getting something are very good. So prismatic, I don't open a lot of prismatic because I know I'm going to get just shit on. Okay. Ascended Heroes, I've had some luck, but it hasn't been great. So with this trading card classic collection, you know what you're getting. And you know the plays that are going to be there. You've seen the stats. You know what they're going to gem rate out. You don't even see PSA 8s in any of those. They're 9s and 10s. So that's what I got for you guys. That's my video right there. If you got questions about this nice little box that they have for sale on TCG Player, I definitely buy it off eBay. eBay is much cheaper. But We're Pokemonsoda guys. We appreciate you. Thank you for all the subs. Thank you for all the questions. Thank you for all the emails. I actually linked my email now onto the account, so people have been emailing me some questions, and I just love it. I love the community I get to have and be in with the people. And you're probably thinking you only got 165 subs. Well, it don't matter to me. I got friendships that can be formed, lifelong bonds that can be made over something as simple as a piece of cardboard, and that's pretty awesome. So. Poke Soda guys. Remember, like, subscribe, and catch them all.